Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Murovanka, and it's under the command of Angelina75. Yes, she conceded last week. Talon 1958 managed to get a better result than she did, so unfortunately he's the one who got the weekend lion, or fortunate for him. But she's put in an early win, an early replay I should say, rather than don't want to give away the result of the battle. But she sent in an early replay and staking her claim to get the weekend lie-in next week. 2 marks on the barrel. She's quite familiar with the characteristics of the GW Panther, an artillery piece designed by Krupp in 1943 to 1944, but never got built. They never produced any, mainly because they just couldn't get any of the Panthers that they needed in order to convert them into artillery pieces. Anyway, it's got a 15cm howitzer, 600 alpha, reload time rather of 25.39 seconds, and Angelina's got 21. She's using premium consumables, and she's looking for her first victim at the meeting point where an IS was seen by one of our tank destroyers. Okay, Viz 44-1 decided to be bold and come up, and he pays for that. He gets a hit for 94 splash, but it's the damage afterwards, the stun assist that she managed to get, and that really does help, you see. One of the members contacted us yesterday, and he managed to get an ace tanker in his Arty, and it was mostly down to the fact that he got loads of stun assist, and he was very happy about it. Oh, perfect shot! Takes out the G2 for 365. It looked like it was aimed for the engine deck, and that's where it went. And so she's got her first kill. Yes, it's all about the stun assist, you see. Wargaming want Arty to do as much stun as possible so that they can end up helping their teammates to win the game. And there she's damaged and stunned both of those tanks, and she's getting stun assist off the Viz 44-1. And now, oh, even more off the 44-1. It looks like he's a one-shot now. We're going to go for a Nashorn. That's the tank destroyer version of the Hummel. And she got a big hit. I think that might have been a low roll penetrating shot for 468. The Nashorn does have very thin armor. And I think we just saw where some of the enemy Arty were firing from. One's right over in the corner, and the other one's amongst the bushes at the back of the map. She's going to go for the IS, who's setting himself up behind the wreck of that M6. I think it is an M6. Or is it a... No, it was one of our tanks. I think it was... yes, it was an M6. He went a little too far forward, and unfortunately he paid for it. Angelina's still using the scrolling out method. If you hold down the control key on the left hand side of the keyboard, and then you move the cursor over the minimap, and then you can right click and you'll go straight to the spot you want to see. So if you right clicked on that tog, you'd see it straight away. You wouldn't need to scroll out at all. It would just appear suddenly in front of you. It does speed up the aiming. She's going to go for the tog. It's thin armor on top of his engine deck. She's about to put a round into him. Yep, that finished him off. 59 hit points, but it is a kill, so she's got 2. Well, it looks like the Nashorn did bite the bucket very shortly after Angelina hit him, and there's a Jackson in there as well, and I think there's another tank in that corner, so she's firing another one in the hope she can get them too. Okay. But now the enemy, now the enemy are down by 4. And we just saw an Arty fire from this bush here. The tree being knocked down indicates that somebody's hiding at the base of it. And Angelina's about to put a shell in there and see if she can find someone. Oh, it was perfectly shot. It hit the exact spot she was going for. But unfortunately, there's no kill from it. But I suspect if the Arty was there, he would be badly damaged. We'll see that at the end of the game if she suddenly shows an Arty that was hit by her, but she didn't deliberately fire at that one. There's the Arty that was in the bushes. Oh no, I think that was the one that she hit, the M44, because he turned around and drove away, and he got hit immediately afterwards. And there's the Jackson, he's gone. Now, there is an Arty somewhere over here. I think he's a little further back. She can't see because of the tree at the moment. It's obscuring view. But I'm pretty sure there is an Arty in amongst those bushes. And there's a T-52 hiding in that little copse. And he's gone. This team is falling very quickly now. There's only 4 enemy left. There's the enemy Arty. It's a Crusader. She's dialing in. Rounds out. Should hit him. And it wipes him out. 195. Good amount of damage. She's now up to 1,500 or close to 1,600 damage. There's only 3 enemies remaining. One of them's a Type 64. The other's a Lorraine 15550. And he just dies at the same time as our MT25. And there goes the Type 64. And that's the end of the game. Well, that was a very fast and exciting game for Angelina75 in the GW Panther. She got a first-class tanker out of it, off her first game that she submitted. So she's already setting a very, very high limit. And that means that Talon is going to have to get a first-class or better and get a better win 8 in order to beat Angelina for next week's Lion. She also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she managed to get 6 in this one. And her win 8 is high. It's 2,810, which is Unicum standard. So if Talon's going to win this one, he's either going to have to get a first class and a medal or a higher win 8 than Angelina. And that is going to be difficult. So let's have a look at team score. Well, when it came to damage, she got the highest damage in the game, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why she didn't get the high caliber. 1,840 hit points of damage to Angelina, 1,360 went to the Black Prince, and 1,159 went to the T-52. The best the enemy team could put up was their Crusader, who did 883. When it came to kills, Angelina's got the highest number of those, but she shares it with the T-78. They both got 3 kills each. 2 kills went to the Black Prince and the T-52. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, yes, there was only 5 of them that managed to get kills at all, and it was only 1 each. And when it came to base XP, Angelina's got that one, so technically she's got the top in all 3 columns. 935 went to Angelina, 734 went to the T-78, and 730 went to the Striv M4257. So it was a very good game by Angelina. She was on top form. We look at detail, we can see she fired 10 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits on the enemy, and 2 penetrations. Pretty sure she penetrated that Nashorn. Let's have a look. Did she get him? Yes, she did. Look at that, 468. I did say at the time, I think that was a low roll penetration that she managed to get on him. Very low roll, because it should have been 600 if it was a high or an average roll, but to get 468 means he was very lucky that she didn't kill him with that one shot. She should have taken him. She didn't pen the Tog. So who else did she pen? Cheetu? Yes, it was the Cheetu. The one that went through the engine deck, did 365 hit points, and that's all he had left, and that was all she wrote. She did hit the M44. That was the guy who was hiding at the edge of the bush, or behind the bush, and the shell that went in splashed him for 160. So she nearly got him altogether in that game. She might have got a kill if it had been smack on target. He was probably hanging a little further back than that base of that tree. Probably not the tree down, and pulled back to further past the base. And that's why he turned around and disappeared after she hit him, because he didn't want to get any more than the hit points he'd already lost. So let's go back to detail. She also got 8 splashes on the enemy as well. 1,840 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3. So there was only a 4 difference there, and that's why she didn't get a Confederate. But she did get 1,570 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns, and that certainly contributed to her getting the first class tanker. On a free-to-play account, she earned 29,148 credits from the game, 40,000 for completing a mission, 69,148 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply, still made a profit of 57,948 credits. 935 base XP times 3 for the first victory, took away 2,805 experience points altogether. She calls the GW the faithful GW. Yes, it certainly is very effective for Angelina, but as I said with Talon, it does help if you switch it around and try a different Arty each time, because you might find you'll get better results with an Arty you haven't played in a while, because then all the skills you've learned off other Arty then translate onto those ones that you haven't played. That's why I think it's a really good idea to play a different Arty each time, and then you get a bigger bonus all around. Anyway, so Angelina sets the standard, she's in the lead, and now it's up to Talon to send in a replay that's as good as this or better. And I do expect, considering he's got an entire week to do it, that he is going to come up with something, and I think it'll be in the next couple of days that he'll be sending that replay. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.